take a disc. And that's how the aliens built the pyramids. It's all connected, people.
G'day, legends! That was a bit of a soft one, wasn't it? G'day, legends! It's a bit early for me to be doing the stream. How are we, boys? What's good, everyone? What's up, Alex? How are you, bro? What's up, Bilal? Boog early stream today. What's up, Justin Kennedy? How are you, man? What's good, dude? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, Crisp? You not ready for me to go live? Well, too bad, mate. I'm going live. Oh, we need to move the chat. You know what? We're going to leave the chat. Where are we going to put the chat? We'll put the chat here. That's all good. It's just that Rue is making it a little bit dark today. Because it's Australia Day, chat. It's Australia Day. So we're going live early. We made the recap video early so that we could go live early so that mates could come around and we could start day drinking. So that is why, because it's Australia Day. And what else can you do on Australia Day except to listen to Australian-made music and day drink? Dude, I'm still buzzed off last night's fight. Man, Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje was a very, very, very good fight. Very fun fight to watch. Not high-level MMA, but definitely a fun fight to watch, Trip. How are you, Alex? Well done for being first, mate. What's up, Dark Light Delirial? I am the darkest night. I am ascending. The dark light is upon you. Good to see you, man. I hope that you are well. What time do you call this, then? What time is this, Dougie? This is an Australia Day stream, Don Calamari. You know how it is. You must start day drinking on Australia Day. G'day, Shyla. How are you? What is up, Joey? What's up? What's up? What's up, Jesus LaJesus? That intro is so good. I love our intro. I love our channel. I love our intro. I love our channel. I love our community. We have built something truly wonderful here, Chatterton. Truly, truly wonderful. I made some inappropriate jokes yesterday. Yes, you did, Shyla, funnily enough. Yes, you did. Early bird gets the worm. Exactly right, too smelly. G'day, Mickey Ward. How are you, mate? G'day. How are you? It's still snowing in Texas, and we are not built for this. Yeah, no, Texas and snow is a weird thing. It breaks my brain, because I picture Texas like the desert. So it does break my brain when I see it. Hope you have a good day today, Mickey Ward. Thank you for watching the recap video as well, man. I really appreciate that, brother. I still can't believe Glassjaw Krylov. I still cannot believe that the Glassjaw of Krylov got a win in Big 2026. Massive upset, that. Massive upset. I don't believe that either, to be honest, Alex. Insane. God bless it. God bless it. What is up, real Bruce Wayne? I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you, dude? How are you, brother? Pimblett is a lot tougher than I thought he was. Yeah, Paddy Pimblett really showed his chin. So that's really, like, obviously I've got the top 10 picks ready to go, so everyone can just sit down, short up. No, everyone rest assured, we have got the top 10 picks ready to go. Let me make this more palatable for us to see. I've got the top 10 best picks ready to go. I've done it. So we will get to that, but first I want to talk about Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. Is Paddy Pimblett a fraud, or is Justin Gaethje a dirty fighter? Because I did go back and rewatch that fight, and I tell you what, that second eye poke should have been a point deduction. That fifth round, one of the judges gave it to Paddy Pimblett. You could have given that round to Paddy Pimblett. That eye poke looms large, and Mark Goddard did say one more eye poke and I will be deducting a point. Justin Gaethje also called the foul with the low cup shot. That was really, on the belt line. Just a crafty, dirty little fighter was Justin Gaethje in that, which, like, you need to be to win the fight, right? The Aussies invented day drinking. The Aussies love day drinking. When you have our weather, Two Smelly Fingers, this is why Australia... And how good is day drinking? You just take the day off, you drink all day, you eat a kebab, and then you go to bed, and you feel great the next day. Like, come on, man. Both those men's have granite chins. Holy fuck. True. Jesus, LaJesus. They really do, man. Paddy ate some big, big shots. It was hilarious watching all the people explode themselves for not watching tape in their recaps. Why didn't Paddy shoot a takedown? I mean, I never said that Paddy would shoot a takedown in this fight. So I agree with you, Toad, because I did see a lot of that as well on Twitter. I haven't listened to anyone's recaps. I listened to Guru's event recap, but I didn't listen to his fight recap. But I agree with you, Toad. I saw a lot of that on Twitter. Of why didn't Paddy shoot any takedowns? And it's like, bruh, Paddy's never shot takedowns. He's not a takedown sort of guy. Paddy doesn't do takedowns. And I'll tell you what, my tweet that I put out there about fuck the UFC and fuck Paramount, this tweet that I put out blew up for me. Not blew up, globally, but blew up for me more than my tweets generally do. Oh my God. There are so many consumer cucks out there. So many consumer cucks out there that are just like, dude, it's $8. Who cares? No one even watches the walkouts. Why are you complaining it's $8? I mean, you're paying, and the tweet like literally says, well, I'm paying premium. I'm not paying $8. We're paying premium so that we don't get commercials. And they one of them even goes, complainers complain, enjoyers enjoy. And it's like, bro, you're just enjoying getting fed slop? Is this it? So someone just pushes you down and just forcefully fucking, gives you the graping, well, just enjoy it. Complainers complain, enjoyers enjoy. I'm actually shocked. Well, I shouldn't. I feel like I say this every couple of years or every couple of months, looking at society. But the amount of smooth brains out there that are just NPC pushovers that just accept whatever they're given. Insane to me. So people apparently want the ads, like the ads, don't mind the ads. Crazy. It's minus 34 degrees here right now. Beautiful, mate, because it's going to be about 37 degrees here today. So we are truly polar opposites today, Justin Kennedy. I'm good. America won. America did win. Well done, Bruce Wayne. Well done. What's your prediction for the next title fight to be announced? I believe the next title fight that will be announced will be Yuri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg. For a vacated light heavyweight title. I don't think they want to announce that just yet because that does hint towards what they're going to be doing on the White House card below. And I think they want to announce the White House card as one big announcement. So I expect we are going to get one of those sort of news cycles where it's like, when are they going to announce the card? When are they going to announce the next card? When are they going to announce the next card? Because the next cards that get announced will explain to us what the White House card is going to be. Sugar Robbery bricked me up so hard. Yeah, so I went back and watched round one. Sean O'Malley won the first round. I don't think it was a robbery at all. I think Sean O'Malley won round one. I think Sean O'Malley won round three. Don't think it was a robbery at all. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't remember what the point I made was. Too smelly. Justin fought dirty, but Paddy had a terrible performance. Yes, a mix of both, right? Like, Justin fought dirty, but like, Paddy Pimblett's coaches were literally screaming at him. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Paddy, for God's sake, put your hands up, man. Put your hands up. In Justin's defense, Paddy has stated multiple times you got to do everything for the win. And he's not dirty, at least not like Chandler level, but it was a dirty fight for him. Yeah, not the dirtiest performance ever, Michael Chandler-esque, but crafty vet dirty. That's how I explain it to my mate. To my missus. My missus is like raging at it because she's a huge Paddy Pimblett fan. And I'm like, listen, Michael Chandler's a crafty vet. That was a crafty dirty man's performance. He did everything he needed to do to get the win. It wasn't like he was jousting. Like that thumb poke was off a punch. Crafty. Watching tape is for losers. I think Justin won. Watching tape. Why am I just reading over this like you haven't put effort into that, Nacho? Yes, watching tape is for losers. The more you watch tape, the more you get wrong. You have to just vibe check your picks. And like I said, we are going to be getting to the picks. Excuse me, that was a burp. I should have muted the microphone. talking too quickly. We are going to be getting to the picks in today's stream. They are collated and done. I think Justin won because of the experience, because as much as I might get trashed for this take, but Paddy did pretty well on the striking, just not the striking defense. I actually agree with you, Bilal. I wouldn't trash you on this take. I think Paddy was landing on Justin like a plenty. An absolute aplenty. His striking defense, Paddy Pimblett's striking defense, is what cost him the fight in the end, man. So, no, Bilal, that's not a crazy take at all, man. I agree with you, dude. How's it going, Adlai? What a shamozzle the first card was for Paramount. They're kind of lucky the last fight was a bagger. Spewing it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. I am also spewing it didn't go Paddy Pimblett's way as well. Digger. But... yeah, I mean, the card overall was a shit show. It was a shit show. It was an absolute shit show. Yeah, he had referees injuring themselves. Megan O'Leary's microphone wasn't working at one point. They forgot to put the clock on the screen. The amount of commercials that were in it were like cancerous levels of commercials, especially for people who paid for premium. Consumer cuckerism, that's exactly what it was. They're consumer cucks, mate. I mean, you're getting free sex. Why would you complain about a graping? Exactly. Like, this is their mindset. Thoughts on Hokit getting the first shoulder kick TKO? I love Josh Hokit. I love him. I saw his post-fight presser down in the press room. He's such an idiot. I love him so much. Sorry about yesterday, Dougie. I had the wrong interpretation of the rules. I, too, am sorry. If you guys want to get me at peak rage bait, if you want to really peak rage bait, Dougie, here's the recipe. I've been talking for 8 hours straight. Then I have to go and film a recap video. And then some dickhead in the Discord gets me over semantics, and it's not even correct. This is how I ended up crushing Sharma. Because it's been a long fucking day, and like I want to fucking argue semantics. And not only am I arguing semantics, but you're wrong about it as well. Like, good lord, someone put a bullet in my fucking brain. That is peak levels of Dougie. I couldn't be more tired and more less of giving a fuck about being nice to people. So well done, Bruce Rain. You got me at my absolute zenith of not giving a shit. But I also apologize for my mild crash out in the Discord last night. Paddy was landing. He just... Some dick hat in the door. Yeah, 2020, exactly right. Some dick hat in the door. Paddy was landing. What's up, Jedhead? How are you, man? Good to see you, brother. I hope that you're well, dude. How are you, Jedhead? Paddy was landing, but he didn't throw with proper techniques, so he wasn't driving knuckles, and it wasn't doing any actual damage. That's so true, Nacho. Like, there wasn't even a bruise on Gaethje's face, was there? Insane. Like, it looked like Gaethje hadn't even been in a fight. You are the insane, you're the insane one taking anything on Twitter seriously. I don't know, Mohit. I mean, I'm on Twitter, you're on Twitter, Nacho, like, people are on Twitter. People talk. Twitter is people's thoughts. Dougie is doing a hate speech. I was not doing a hate speech, thank you. 37 today, 45 tomorrow, kill me, cut. Yeah, I'm not going to work tomorrow. No work tomorrow. No fucking work. I'm not going to work in fucking 45 degrees. I'm not plastering in 45 degrees. Eat a dick. I'd rather be really hot than this frozen. I like it cold, but I think that might be too cold for me. It was awful watching your dong get touched up by O'Malley. Yeah, I never want to see my dong get touched by O'Malley again. I agree, Joey. Your dong. What's up, BBC Junior? Good to see you, mate. I am at 63.4 on Tapology. We must sweep the next card. Don't worry. Do not worry, boys. We've done the picks. Everyone is going to be very happy with where they are this week. Trust me, brother. Dana is a disgrace for his hatred of the American Chad Justin Gaethje. What a cuck. I got to talk about Dana White's post-fight presser as well. There's lots to talk about after this card. I don't know if we will actually get to the picks today. Maybe the hour and a half will go past and we'll get to the picks tomorrow. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Someone remind me of my thoughts on Dana White because that really pissed me off. How are you, Combat Catholic? I have found a shirt. Good to see you. I love Justin Gaethje, but he is obviously washed. However, it was still enough to beat Paddy Lad. Yeah, it was. Like, if Paddy, if you're not going to raise your hands in the air, then you're going to get touched up by Justin Gaethje. 100%, I can see Paddy learning from this and actually making a good comeback with the title. Maybe not a win, but at least earn the title shot. I do think Paddy will improve from this. When he goes back and watches the tape, he's going to be like, fuck me, why are my hands so low? So many fuck-ups. So many fuck-ups. Fatty versus Hooker, bro. Paddy versus Hooker. God, I hope Hooker... No, Hooker's out of his fight against BSD, isn't he? Fuck, man. Gaethje's striking has regressed more than I thought, but for the most part, it was exactly what I thought. It is just big, meaty bombs over the top, isn't it, Toad? And short little uppercuts in the clinch. Brittany Grimer, that was so funny, dude. So funny. ITT just dropped a good video covering the shit show that was UFC 324. Shout out to IPT MMA. After this stream, go and check him out. We love ITP. Oh, God almighty, where am I up to? First, Sharma, then Bruce. It's always the high-level autist at the #1 spot on Tapology. It is their cross to bear. To be #1 on Tapology, you have to be the highest-level autist, and you have to talk about the most minute levels of semantics, which I absolutely fucking hate and want to crush. And then, of course, you have to do it right at the end of a long day because you're autistic and you have no understanding of social interactions. Of course, it's Bruce and Sharma. Pimblett got handled a staff-ridden 37-year-old broken hand Gaethje on a silver platter, and he got dominated. True, Junior. Very true. Adam Fujik kind of looks like JDM if he had severe cancer in every limb and organ. That's a weird way to draw that out. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. How are you, man? Good to see you. The absolute worst version of Gaethje had Pimblett on death's door. Holy shit. It was quite an ass whooping. Gonna be 39 on the Gold Coast today. Fuck yeah, Nacho. Enjoyed that shit, man. My future pick might be the worst one ever. That one was pretty bad, but I do think the worst pick ever that people will never live down. Worse than my Jamal Hill over Alex Pereira pick will be picking Josh Freeman. Whoever picked Josh Freeman, and you know who you are, I won't name you, but I don't want to hear shit about my Jamal pick ever again, because the people who give me the most shit about my Jamal pick picked Josh Freeman, who literally didn't throw a strike and just gave up. How are you, Mitch? Good to see you, man. Yadong lost the fight once he stopped throwing leg kicks. I scored at 2-1 on Yadong, but whatever. I scored at 2-1 O'Malley. When I watched it live, and it was very hard to watch it live because I had my family on each side of me, plus the live chat, plus on a pay-per-view that kept dropping out. I scored the first round to Yadong. However, when I went back and rewatched it properly, every single minute locked in, I gave the fight to O'Malley. Round 1 O'Malley, round 3 O'Malley. It's a brisk 60 degrees here. Sorry to use the superior scale for temperature. I mean, 0 to 100 is clearly the right way to do things, Cheddarhead. O'Malley can't get a convincing win over an elite fighter. He really can't, can he? He can't. America supremacy. Stop it, Cheddarhead. Poor Tom catching strays from Dana. I know. Go ask Tom Aspinall. I don't fucking know. Ilya versus Gaethje is going to be sick. 5 rounds of both guys getting wobbled back and forth. I don't think Gaethje is going to wobble Ilya. I think he throws such big overhands. Ilya is going to be able to slip out of the way and catch Gaethje. I do think Gaethje will die against Ilya. Did Dana White address the Michael Johnson thing? He just said we pulled it. He said, yeah, I ain't going through that irregular betting bullshit again. Anytime they call me, I'm pulling a fight. You're talking about Paddy Pimblett, folks. Why is Dan out? I don't know, Dinger. I have to check. I haven't checked. I'm sorry. To be fair, Nacho, I thought the rules were that you have to fill out everything, which Dougie didn't do for a round. Bruce Wayne, if you start going down this, I will put the fucking knife in you so fucking quickly. Shut the fuck up and never bring it again. Paddy weight gain between fights turns his camps into weight loss journeys instead of focusing. Paddy's weight gain between fights turns his camps into weight loss journeys instead of focusing on skill. It's true. It's true. It really does. He needs to lock in and worry about his skill. What's up, Moody Wizard? Good to see you, dude. How was the pacing of the card? I just kept skipping from fight to fight and really enjoyed it. Sheer hubris caused me to pick Derek Lewis, and we all paid a consequential price for it. Yeah, I get like why you guys wanted to pick Derek Lewis, but I called that fight like literally 100% correct. Yeah, the pacing of the card was horrible. It was really fucking bad. Really fucking bad. I am so scared for an Apex Fight Night card. I'm shitting bricks for when we go to the Apex. I'm going to give Paramount the smallest little bit of faith that they will listen to, number one, the amount of people that are bitching about the amount of ads, which I don't think they will. But number two, the fact that there was meant to be a 1-hour fight on this card, the co-main event, that got pulled. And then on top of that, there were 4 more fights that got pulled. I think the fact that so many fights got pulled is why the pacing was so bad. I'll give them that little bit of grace. But fuck me, am I scared? I'm so scared for an Apex Fight Night card. That was the worst pacing ever. I'm so sincere with this. I don't know if I want to watch them live. I kind of just want to go back and watch them afterwards and just skip through all the bullshit. We can't even see the walkouts anymore anyway. I'll see how an Apex card goes, but I really don't think I want to watch them live. How are you, Blanco? Good to see you. Welcome back. James Vick really nailed it with that one, calling him the Homer Simpson. He did calling him Homer Simpson. I wanted to get him back for that one side. He said I missed. You did literally miss the entire fight. That Hooker fight isn't off, by the way. He just flew to Sydney yesterday. Oh, okay, so that was just bullshit. There you go. There you go. Hooker is not off. There you go. I just inhaled a full yard of Subway. Nice one, Cheddar. Dan Hooker's bones are made of zinc. It's just like the roof Leon Edwards slept under. Dan Hooker's bones, Sean O'Malley's foot, and Arnold Allen's knuckles. They're made of absolute paper. Paddy will never get an opportunity like a 37-year-old Rufus for a title shot again. No, that was his best title shot ever, man. With the hour back schedule and the horrible pace, almost zero chance of me watching a live event soon. I do not blame you, Tunnel Man. I really don't blame you at all. The live event is ruined. Is Tapology still the same group? I haven't made the picks in a while, but the new year, new picks. It is the same group, so you just start making picks, and after 5 cards, you'll be in. I was in the pool at 10 o'clock last night in a sick R&B. I'm loving it. That's fucking awesome, Nacho. And this is what I mean. Like, there are so many better ways to enjoy the UFC other than live these days. Like... yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Delusional take or not, Paddy could have finished Justin if he didn't throw a flying knee into the duck. I don't think so. Justin's very, very, very hard to finish, and I don't think Paddy was putting enough pop on his shots to finish him. Armin versus Ilya, who you got? Oh, it's such a close fight. I think I would give the advantage over to Armin Tsarukyan, just because to me he appears to be the more well-rounded MMA fighter. But just because I'm picking Armin Tsarukyan doesn't mean I'm one of these Armin Tsarukyan glazers that is like, Armin Tsarukyan, he's the uncrowned champ. I'll have no awareness of social interactions. I'm literally a billionaire, bruv. I've forgotten more people than you'll have. Yeah, but who's Batman? Imagine pairing Alex Pereira to Josh Hokett, you mad fool of a thing. I'm comparing the level of picks. Jamal Hill was a former champion with crafty boxing. Freeman was a fucking nobody. I also picked Derek Lewis, retarded. It's going to be 8 degrees tomorrow in my area. That I like. About 8, from like 3 degrees to 15 degrees. That's perfect temperature for me. O'Malley's win over Aljo really wasn't convincing. It was convincing, but that's like the best win of his career, right? That's it, really. Ilya is going to destroy Justin. I completely agree. Happy Australia Day to you, Moody Wizard. If Paddy can get into Justin's chin, Tapuria can destroy. If Paddy can get into Justin's chin, Tapuria can destroy. Yes. Tapuria will destroy him. 17 degrees in Texas. I like that. I got taco farts. That's disgusting. Do they smell terrible? Gaethje, where am I up to? Where am I up to? Gaethje will be eating a straw weeks after the Ilya Tapuria fight. Oh my god. Ilya Tapuria's crisp inside boxing and Justin Gaethje's big meaty hooks. Gaethje's going to die. I hated all the Paramount changes from what I saw except for the actual quality of the feed. The camera quality was better. The changes that Paramount made to the production, I fucking hate. What's up, Paul? Good to see you, man. The Gene Silver and Arnold Allen fight was one of the best I've seen in a while. Do you believe in Lord Silver now? Yes. But like I said in my recap, I don't know if it's because Arnold Allen just had the ring rust and he's been out for so long. But yeah, I do believe in him. I believe in him. Stop Ilya's cockriding. I mean, I just said Ilya Tapuria. Ilya cockriding. I said Ilya Tapuria's crisp inside boxing will knock out Justin Gaethje's big meaty overhooks, which is just fight analysis. And then I said Armin Tsarukyan probably beats Ilya Tapuria because he is the more well-rounded martial artist, according to what I've seen in the UFC so far. Go fuck yourself. I picked Fugit, Lewis, Paddy, and Bukauskas. Oof. I mean, to be fair, we all picked Bukauskas, right? So that's not that bad. Fugit, yes. Oof. Tommy Aspinall. Good on, Tommy Aspinall. Would you believe me if I told you I finished all over my screen when Gaethje dropped Pimblett 5 times? I would. You are that kind of guy. Junior, I would. I was not expecting Gene Silver to win by decision. Neither was I. Don't worry, I'm here for you. Thank you, Meat Rocket. I was freaking out. Thank God you are here now. I was freaking out so much. Right. Do I make a video on Dana White and his bullshit at the presser? And do we just get into the picks? Let's get into the picks. We'll do the picks first because the chat is naturally slowed down. I'll do the picks, and then if there's still time, I'll bring up Dana White and his bullshit at his presser, and then I'll make a video about it anyway because most of the people would have left the live stream by the time we finish the picks. Genius. YouTube genius. No, I know how to pace things. YouTube genius. Let's get into it. The picks. Right. The picks. The picks. Impression of Dana coping on Paddy's performance. You know, like he was in there with the best of the best, and Paddy really proved it. You know, if one more judge had given him the scorecard and there had been a point deduction, Paddy Pimblett actually would have won that fight. You know, you look at the judges' scorecards. He won the 5th round. He won the 3rd round. And if there was a point deduction, we'd be having a very different conversation today. You know, he's still a top 5 guy. I'm here for you, Dougie. Thank you, Bruce Wayne. I appreciate that, mate. All right, here we go. Number 10 is Justin Kennedy. Well done, Justin Kennedy, coming in at number 10 at 62.2%. You guys will also notice no one is the best picker this week and no one is the worst picker this week. That is my fault because I forgot. I forgot to. You've got to manually select each event. So I went through and I manually selected the next 5 events. So the Pride FC Molly McCann Awards will be back next week. I'm sorry I forgot it for this week. I hate doing these picks. All right, coming in at number 9 is Bilal's Good Eye. This is a massive moment for Bilal's Good Eye. He has been trying to get into the top 10 for so long. Well done, Bilal. You are finally in the top 10. Now the game begins. What is up, Bobby Mays? Good to see you, Bobby Mays. Happy Australia Day, Bobby Mays. Yes way, Bilal. You are in the top 10, mate. Now the sweating really begins. Once you're in the top 10, you never want to leave its deliciously warm sugar walls. Shout out. Oh no, there's no way I didn't get the Molly McCann. It's all right, Cheddarhead. There is no Molly McCann Pride FC this week. I forgot to tick the little box on Tapology. But don't worry, the next 5 weeks' little boxes have been ticked. Bully for all of us. Happy Australia Day, my favorite Australian. Thank you, Bobby Mays. I appreciate that. You've got my favorite name in the chat, Bobby Mays. Coming in at number 1 is Foster's for Australian beer. Well done, Bilal. I'm coming for you, Dougie. Good luck, mate. Good luck. Coming in at number 8. Pardon, I don't know who you are. Good for you. I should probably kick you out. I don't know who the fuck you are. Coming in at number 7 is Lord Herbert Burns. Well done, Alex. Well done, mate. Maintain your supremacy. Stay in there, Lord Herbert Burns. Well done, Alex. Well done, man. Well done for playing. Coming in at number 6. Get the fuck out of my screen. Get the fuck out of my screen. There should be a way to lock this page so it stops popping things out. We made the top 7. You made the top 7, Alex. Well done, brother. Coming in at number 6. Nacho at number. That's a good place to start the year, Nacho. Very solid footing. That's a nice beachhead to start your campaign. Pushing up the rankings, Nacho. Well done. Nacho and Bilal have established a solid attack point at the bottom of the top 10. It's nowhere but up from here. Oh, it's going to be a long and painful year. I have to go to the store, pause the stream. Not how live streams work, Gino. Not how they work at all. Right, next one up. William Chatey. I don't know who you are. Well done, William Chatey. Good work. Well done, William Chatey. At number 5. Best base for picking is being from Warrnambool. It is. Wait. Me and Justin Kennedy are both that's right. You are Cheddarhead. I remember the list being that way. You are. Hang on a second. Let me go back to the original list. That is true, Cheddarhead. You are. Profile rankings by percentage, accurately correlated. Tied at 62.2, listed in order they appeared originally. Cheddarhead and Justin Kennedy both at 62.2. That is correct, Cheddarhead. You both share the bottom of the list. That is true. My bad, mate. Little typo from me, mate. There you go. Just because you came in at number 11, the way that it was ranked. There you go. Sorry, Cheddarhead. There you are, mate. There you are. We are number 10. Cheddarhead and Justin Kennedy locked in a life and death battle for number 10. I went 6 and 5. It was an absolute bloodbath. This is the thing about the picks, right? Like, when you're making these picks, this is the hardest part. When you're making these picks, you know on the card, there's going to be like 3 upsets. There's going to be 3 fights in your head. They're going to be upsets. The question is, which 3? And then you've got to start second guessing yourself for all of them. You get presented with 12 fights. You're so sure on like 10 of them, 7 of them. You're so certain. But then you go, well, 3 of them 3 of them are going to be upsets. Now I need to start arguing with myself in fucking circles. And which 3 is it going to be? God only knows when we get there on the day. It's so painful, dude. Ad sheds as well, I did. Imagine how furious Dougie gets when he gets an advertisement during a FAP session. Oh my god, too smelly. Especially when I've paid for Corn Hub Premium. Oh my god. Put my name before Justin Kennedy's. You two share the space together. You sit on one side of the toilet bowl each. Dana cooking Tom is my favorite part of the weekend. Oh, dude. Why does Tom Aspinall cop shit? Why? We are number 10. Of course he's a scouser. He doesn't get knocked out loud. Breaks the computer and throws it against the fucking wall. I do feel like that sometimes too, smelly fingers. What did Dana say about Tom? Maybe I'll forgive him. And like literally Dana was just like, I don't fucking know. I don't talk to Tom. I don't want to know about. Anytime I say anything about Tom, I get in trouble. You ask Tom about it. Charles Modestus, Patty screwed me. Yes, there were some like fucking Charles Johnson. How did Charles Johnson get so badly beaten? So badly beaten. Like, holy shit, how did Charles Johnson get so badly beaten? Actually insane. Like the stream, guys. Come on, guys. We want the channel to grow. We want to get new subscribers in here. We want to get 10,000 subscribers this year. Like the stream, guys. Help the corner grow. Don't worry about the streams getting too big. We have the VIP community. The rankings was promised to me 3,000 years ago. I've been kicked out of the top 10, 100. I've been kicked out of 109 top 10 lists. I was certain about Justin Gaethje, and he was the underdog. Very true, real Bruce Wayne. Well done, man. Gaethje pickers are up massive. They are. That is going to be the defining point. Impression of Cody saying Patty's a Souser. That Paddy Pimblett guy is a real scissor. I don't know what he's saying, but scissors don't get knocked out. Charles only lost because he braided his skullet on the back of his head. That was a bad omen. Never change your hairstyle. We've learned this. Never change your hairstyle. And to think Justin could beat the current champ. No, he couldn't. I mean, he could in a way where he could land a lucky punch, but that is about it. Moving on to the next names on the list. Coming in at big number 4. Justin James. Well done, Justin James, Jesse James. I don't know who you are, but I think I see you in the chat sometimes. I have no idea who you are. Impression of Chris Weidman eating my head. That's a weird one. I don't even know where to begin with that. What a tasty head. Coming in at number 3. Jim is predicting. Well done, Jim. Big number 3. Great place to start off the year. Well done, Jim. Big number 3. I meant Johnson beat the current champ, Joshua Van. Oh, that is true. Yeah, that is true. I thought you meant Gaethje. That's my dyslexia. My bad, real Bruce Wayne. That's on me. Coming in at number 2. We remain, and I don't like it. I genuinely don't like it. I'm not even going to brag. I don't like it. I hate being up here. I hate it. I want to sit comfortably around number 7, to be honest. Not out of the top 10, but not having to maintain the top 3. Top 3 is too much pressure. I don't fucking like it at all, to be honest. And coming in at number 1 is the real Bruce Wayne. Well done. I think you picking Justin Gaethje and me picking Paddy Pimblett was literally the deciding factor this week, Bruce Wayne. You picking Paddy Pimblett, me picking Justin Gaethje, that was the deciding factor. Well done, Bruce Wayne. Well done, well done, well done. Well done, man. Well done, brother. Well done. Where am I up to? Paddy punches so weirdly. He does. He sits like out of here. He sits like out here. He sits out here somewhere. It's very strange. Blanca says number 3. Well done to Jimmy. Jamie, did I say cute? I don't even know what cute is. What is the next event? It's for Volk. Next event is for Volk. Paddy was shitting bricks as the round went on. He did have a look on his face like, fuck me, I am getting touched up really badly. Unfortunately, Toad, you missed a card. You missed a card, Toad. Where is it? Why am I typing in Toad on Tapology? Tapology. Dougie's Corn Tapology. Yeah, Toad, you missed a card, brother. I remember, I saw you, I went through your pics, and I was like, oh, fuck, poor Toad. Where am I up to? Groups. View. Members. Where is Mr. Toad? Mr. Toad. Pics. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. I did at least 5. Let me check, brother. Let me check. Gaethje Pimblett. Royval Cap. Dillashaw Yan, 14. Sarukian Hooker. Talman Alana Makachev. Bonfim Brown. Oh, you have done 5. No, Bonfim Brown. You're missing Bonfim Brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're missing Bonfim Brown. I thought you were missing 1. Yeah, you're missing Bonfim Brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Bonfim Brown is 6 fights deep, not 5 fights deep. My bad. You did do 5. Sorry. Because, again, I fucking hate doing this, so I just scanned my eyes over at Toad. And when I saw that Bonfim Brown was missing, I thought that was in the top 5. My bad, man. My bad. Let me chuck you in now, Toadathan. Let me chuck you in now, brother. Yeah, I'll show you, Toad. Toad's predictions. So I got 2 screens open. I got my one because I know that I've done every single card. So I scan my eyes down, and then I go to yours, and I scan my eyes down. And I didn't see Bonfim Brown right here, so I assumed it was out of the top 5. I apologize, Toad. Like I said, I got to go through and do this shit fucking manually for 50 users. I hate it. I fucking hate it so much, Toad. Right, where are you, Toad? Let me put you in, bro. Let me put you in. Livestream. Right, Toad. Where is he at? Toad is at 64.8. 64.8 puts Toad in at number 4. Well done. Cheddarhead and Justin Kennedy. Sorry, guys. Boom. You're gone. Bilal, you stay in the top 5. Well done. Well done, boys. Very well done. Oh, now I got to resize everyone. Fucking, I hate this thing so much. Everyone moves down 1. James goes there. Toad goes there. Good work, Toad. Sorry, brother. Honest mistake. I didn't see Bonfim Brown. I thought it was in the top 5. Well done. Cheddarhead, you're so close. Cheddarhead. Justin Kennedy and Cheddarhead, you're right there, guys. You're so close. So, let me catch back up, get everyone's chats. That early ground and pound from Justin and Patty had Patty's eyes rolling. It did, man. Patty's eyes were like all over the fucking play. I mean, I'm really impressed with how Patty was able to get himself back into the fight and win the 3rd round. Also win the 5th round as well. But there were points during that fight where like Justin Gaethje is putting it on Paddy Pimblett, and it's like, fucking hell, this is pain for him. Volk and Strickland, what is the co-main? Volk and Diego Lopez. The co-main event is apparently Dan Hooker versus BSD. I saw a report saying that fight is off. Bilal has said that fight isn't off. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the co-main event is. I'll check the news. No more retirement. You just get sent to Zoo for boxing now. That's it. There is no retiring from MMA. It's just you stay in the apex forever. I finished the card with 72.7%. Didn't get approved to the group till today. All good, Jacob. You need to do the last 5 fights in a row. What is your name in Tapology, Jacob? Please let me know and I'll search for you. Dougie, my brother, how are you? I haven't been on the stream lately. You're all good, Showbiz. I get it. It's been, the Christmas break and I've gone back to streaming at my later time slot. But that's all good, Showbiz. I hope that you've been well, man. It's too bad the Hernandez fight didn't happen. I had him by KO. Yeah, it is too bad, isn't it? That would have been a good one. And again, I think that's what ruined the pacing of the card, Bruce. Amazing Patty got out of the first round. It looked like the James Vick fight versus Gaethje. I thought he was cooked. I thought he was fucking cooked at the end of that first round. Coming for that number 1 spot. Come on, Jacob. Please let me know. Your Hauser Slim. I did see you. Let me check you out, Hauser. I want to know if you're one of those guys that is doing something that we have banned. Because I did notice some new guys doing something that we banned, and I'll explain it to you if you are. Hauser Slim, where are you? There's so many new people. Literally, I've got to go through every single one of these individually. Does my head in. Right, okay, cool. You're not one of the guys. What's up, Frankie? How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. How did you enjoy the Paramount experience, man? How are you, dude? How did you enjoy the Paramount experience? Frankie Red. Oh, I love it. Shout out to Frankie, man. Thank you so much for being here, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro. Let me just punch through and read everyone's chats while we're in the middle of a raid. G'day, guys. Welcome. You all know who I am. You all know who I am. Gaz is here. Chrissy J is here. Shout out to Frankie. We love you, man. We'll set up that collaboration. I know. I'm sorry I missed the reply message the other day, dude. Patty got it by first round. Coming for that number one spot. Bring it, man. Bring it. Where am I up to? Did you rewatch O'Malley versus Yudong? I did install Driver. I gave round 1 to O'Malley. I gave round 3 to O'Malley. O'Malley won the fight. Ilya versus Justin Gaethje will be so cool for 90 seconds. It will pause Ziggy's Herzog once Ilya fucking sleeps him, mate. Justin and Cheddarhead got yeeted. I'm so sorry. I know 3,600 subscribers. The channel's been growing beautifully. I've been kicked out of 110 top 10 lists. Sorry, Justin Kennedy. R.I.P. to Justin Kennedy and Cheddarhead. R.I.P. guys. Have you ever seen a funnel web spider? Yes, I don't like them. They're very dangerous. Justin's longevity at the top of the division is really impressive. It really is. Well done, Justin. You were in there for mere minutes. Oh, you're talking about Justin Gaethje. Yes, Justin Gaethje's longevity is very... I think that's a decade now in the top 5 of lightweight, which is crazy, man. Justin Gaethje will never win a fight again. No, I don't think he will, Toad. I think he'll lose to Ilya Tapuria and he'll call it a day. Bilal, welcome to the club, mate. You are not going to enjoy it. What is this fucking profile picture, Nacho? Why is this here? What happened? What bet did you lose, Nacho? I do think the lack of fights that fell off screwed the pacing. So do I, Paul. That's why I'm going to give them a bit of grace. But if that's the pacing... I'm not watching Apex cards. I need to lock in with the fucking picks now. You do, Bilal. You're in the top 10, but barely. Patty eye poke worse than Tom's by far. Patty didn't even chicken out. Look at the beatdown after the poke. It was not worse than Tom's by far, but it was a very bad eye poke, and there should have been a point deduction. There really should have. Slide a kick into the like button, mate. Just slap a kick against the like button, boys. Whose profile picture is that, Dougie? Ban them with you while you're at it. We will not tolerate Gotaton hatred. We absolutely will tolerate Gotaton hatred. This channel was built of Gotaton hatred. How the fuck are there 40 people here? Like the stream, guys. I appreciate you all being here, even if you're just ghost listening. I really appreciate all the ghost listeners and the people who go back and watch this in like a podcast form. Thank you guys so much. 41 people in here. Craziness. Like the stream, guys. I don't like the O'Malley-Andy style of fighting. Neither Allberg, neither Izzy. I don't like O'Malley-Andy style of fighting. I don't like Allberg style, Izzy style, because if they can't get the counter KO, they just dance and dance and dance. If I was a UFC fighter, I would never fight like this. It's very pussy-esque. I agree. It's annoying to watch these long, rangy strikers. Leon Edwards is similar to it. Just dance around on the outside and pitter-patter shots. It's the wrestling version of striking. It's the boring anti-crowd fun version of striking. It's one of those things where it's like, if you don't like it, go watch kickboxing. It's like, I like violence. I want to see violence. You know, this is why I've been watching more and more BKFC. El Marudo de la Raza El Nacheo. I enjoyed playing Schedule 1 while I watched it. This is the thing, right? Like, there needs to be other things to do while this stream. If you are going to watch it live, it really has become background noise now. It's not really an event that you can sit down and watch live anymore. It is background noise. I lost a bet to Two Smelly Fingers. Thanks, Two Smelly Fingers. How long do you have to keep it that way, Nacho? The fights were decent. The spacing and the ads absolutely sucked. I agree completely, Gaz Ninja. Paddy needs striking lessons from Sean O'Malley. Yeah, Paddy needs to rework his striking setup. The hands are just way too low, and he leads with his chin out in the air, and look what happens. He gets destroyed. If everyone fought exactly the same way, it would be boring as shit. Variety is the spice of life. Yeah, but again, you are right. Like, people do need different styles, but violence is what we're here for. I can't do it. I can't sit there for 45 minutes with no fights, all commercials, don't get to see the walkout, and then watch a rangy striking match or someone lie on somebody for 25 minutes. I can't do it. I just can't do it anymore. I don't know if I can. I really don't know if I can sit there for 8 hours and have 2 hours of nothing happen. Last night, I'm sorry for bitching so much about it, guys, but yesterday, we sat on that couch for 2 hours, and there was 10 minutes of combat sports. I'm not doing that again. I'm not sitting there on the couch for 2 hours while there's 10 minutes of combat sports. I'm really not doing that again. Yeah, that was really bad. They have to do something about the pacing. Who is your favorite fighter? Is it Alexander Volkanovski? JDM. It's still JDM. I love JDM. I haven't had that photo I have that photo as a sticker. That fucking photo. Style makes fights for a reason. Style does make fights for a reason. It's true. If I was a UFC fighter, I'd fight like Gene Silver. I promise. You are training, aren't you, Cayman? How old are you, man? When are we getting to see some of your amateur fights? BKFC is the porno of MMA. BKFC is just glorious, glorious, glorious violence. On a scale of 1 to 100, how much do you love that profile picture? 1. If I were a fighter, I'd be Alex Pereira crossed with John Jones. Yeah, if I was a fighter. I had to walk away and miss your answer about rewatching O'Malley and Yudong. Fair enough. Install driver. I watched... What am I saying? O'Malley and Yudong. I rewatched it and I gave the first round to Sean O'Malley. Yudong, unfortunately, was missing everything except a couple of low kicks. All the big meaty hooks that he was throwing, O'Malley was sliding out of the way. And O'Malley won the third round. So O'Malley won the fight. Not seeing the walkouts and all the ads also make me question watching it live. Yeah, like it is like, what's the point? Like, if we're not going to see the walkouts and it's just commercials, what's the point of watching it live? Genuinely, what's the point of watching it live? Like, just turn off social media for the day and turn it on after the card's over and just rewatch it. Like, just rewatch it and skip through all the bullshit. Enjoy your day and then just rewatch it later. I'm sorry to tell you, Dougie, but I think Lopez is going to KO old man Volk. No, Volk will be fine. I'm 28. I'm working hard. I love to get in if God gives me the opportunity. Nice. So you are still training, yeah? You took a second look at your dong. I went down and looked at my dong again. That was great, Nacho. It had me in tears. There you go. Dong sucked. Why did I get a Paddy Pimblett ad before the stream, for fuck's sake? I don't know, Deshaun. Have you ever drank Tuivas's beer? No, never. I think it's mainly sold in Sydney and Queensland. Australia is very micro-brewery happy, so I don't think it makes its way down here. Hooker's going to lose to BSD. Yeah, let's have a look at the fight. Let's see if the fight's been cancelled. I want to go to Tapology, UFC 325. Tapology, UFC 325. And then I want to look at Dana White's press conference from yesterday as well. Because he was really acting like... Number one, he was acting like, well, most of the world didn't have pay-per-views last year anyway. This is the energy Dana was giving. We were literally talking about the ads and the commercials and how some regions still have pay-per-view. And he played it down. He was like, last year, most of the world didn't have pay-per-view anyway. Like, pay-per-view's been going out. And it's like, what are you talking about? And then he goes and names off, like, regions. He goes, Canada has pay-per-view, England has pay-per-view, Europe has pay-per-view, China has pay-per-view. But, apart from that, most regions don't even have pay-per-view. And it's like, bro, you just described most of the continents on the world. You described Canada, which is the North American continent. You described Europe. You described Asia. You described Australia. There's 7 fucking continents. You described 4 of them of having pay-per-view. And the dude is playing it down. Like, pay-per-views on the, like, really, what is it? You know what? And it's $8 now anyway. It's $8 for North America. The rest of the world still is paying $30 to $60 for this. And they're getting the same amount of commercials. There is no differentiation between the pay-per-view and the $8. There's no differentiation between the $8 stream, the $20 stream, and the $60 pay-per-view. It's all the same feed pushed out. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Crazy. Dan Hooker versus Benoit St. Denis is still on next week's card. So at least we have got that. But this is not a $60 card. This is a fight night with a pay-per-view on, with a main event on top. This is a fight night card. This is an Australian regional fight night card. Alban Elliott is having another go in Australia. Alban Elliott against Jonathan McCaleb. Fucking good on him, mate. Literally one fight away from Eternal and Hex. Literally a fight away from Eternal. Like, this is a regional show. He's one fight away from Eternal. Jacob Malkoon. Oh my god. Jacob Malkoon. Cam Rouston. Oh yeah. Junior Tuffer's on the card. Quaylen Salcool. Beautiful. Jamie Malarkey. Yeah, this is a very Australian card. Very, very Australian card. Let me read some chats. Sorry, guys. I've been ignoring you. Why did I get a Paddy Pimblett ad? Hooker is going to lose to BSD. Nah, probably. Yeah, probably. He probably will lose to BSD. That was a real shit sandwich, that cut. It was a shit sandwich. Your dong was too small for O'Malley. Your dong was too small for O'Malley. Turning off all the notifications and avoiding the spoilers was legit one of the hardest things I've ever done. I saw people watching on their phone in the airport. That's the hardest thing. Like, that would be the hardest thing for me. I would just have to not look at my phone during the day. Yeah, the whole ad thing was some BS. I enjoy listening to the stream while I watched it, so not watching it live kind of sucks in that regard. It's fun to talk to people about it. That's the thing. Like, it's fun to be in the community while it's happening live. That is the thing. It is very hard to not watch it live because you want to be in the community while it's happening. So that's the only good thing about the live experience is on Twitter with you guys talking about it. Man, I can't believe that just happened, rather than having to go back and talk about it later. But fucking hell, 8 hours is a long time for not a lot to happen. Dougie, you're picking Volk. I am picking Volk. You don't have to be like two people who care about combat sports that I know. Don't have, but I like to talk to people who care about combat sport. Yeah, I'm the same, man. Like, that's obviously why I do this. I love the energy of the live streams with you guys. Maybe I will just incorporate more gaming into the live streams. Like, I might download Call of Duty onto the Xbox, and we might have to like heavily incorporate gaming into the live streams because the pacing of the card fucking is really, really bad. I just need something to do. I can't just be sitting there locked in like this, waiting for shit to happen. You guys get to walk around and go grab drinks and scroll. Like, you get to sit there and scroll and entertain yourselves in some other way. I've just got to sit there for fucking out. We can't even do a tip. We can't do shit. We just sit there the whole time. So I might bring in gaming into the live streams because it's really bad. O'Malley wide receiver was used to badger. What? O'Malley's wide receiver was used to bigger your dongs, to badger your dongs, to bigger your dongs. Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're going with here? Is that what's happening? Is that the joke we're making? I don't get it. It's probably my dyslexia. It's Dougie's dyslexia. It's kicking in again. Paddy got out-grappled by Justin Gaethje. Paddy did get out-grappled by Justin Gaethje. This is very true, Toad, but Justin Gaethje was the one leading the grappling exchanges, wasn't it? Laying on that fucking nasty little collar tie uppercut that was going on. Paddy wasn't able to roll out of it. Jiu-jitsu is kind of fucking useless when you're in that collar tie north-south position with a bulldog of a wrestler that Justin Gaethje is. If you're in the UK, Bet365 has the fights for free. Does it have the pay-per-view for free, Gaz Ninja? Because I might try and make a Bet365 account using a VPN. I was paying $13 for the premium Paramount. I wonder if there's even more ads on $8. I would say there would be more ads because at certain times on the premium product on Paramount, you would get an ad and then you would get a holding screen saying, don't worry, there's an ad happening right now. So I would imagine where that holding screen that is telling you there's an ad is happening right now would be a commercial. Now, what I would like to see is them run two separate streams, one for the premium guys, one for the $8 guys. And when you're paying a premium product, rather than just getting a fucking holding screen that's saying there's an ad here, could you maybe play some UFC highlights? Could you maybe cut to Michael Bisping in the studio and he explains the actual rules of MMA? Heaven forbid, could we maybe see the fucking walkout instead of just a blank screen that says Paramount Plus, there's a commercial happening right now? What is the fucking point of paying for no commercials if they go, all right, we'll give you less commercials, but instead we're just going to give you a blank fucking screen with nothing on it? Honest to God, who the fuck is in this boardroom thinking of this shit? And why are there so many dumb cunts on Twitter that are like, just take what you're given, enjoy the slot? It actually is fucking crazy to me that so many people on Twitter were like, what are you complaining about? What am I complaining about? Are you high? It's $20 plus $60 for the pay-per-view. Are you fucking high? God almighty. Like, you want to get fucked. You want someone to grape you. You want corporate America to grape you, and you just want to enjoy it. What is up, 10-7 MMA? Good to see you, brother. We got Torres Finney, the future GOAT as well, and there's Torres Finney to look forward to. Imagine watching that pacing and then a Torres Finney fight. Imagine watching that. That would be great. Didn't Anik say at one point, your dong is leaking? I think he did. Yeah, he did say that. Sean versus your dong was not a robbery. I rewatched the first round. Sean was definitely connecting way more. I agree. Oh, and it wasn't a robbery. I agree. The dude who bet $1.3 million on Paddy is in shambles. I don't think anyone did. That was probably just polymarket, money laundering and advertising. I think Paramount has separate ads for the UFC as built-in ads. Yeah, I think so. But again, it's just a holding screen. Whoever loses out of BSD and Hooker is who the UFC thinks is bad enough to be Paddy's rebound fight. Exactly. You know what, Toad? I think you're right. They won't give Paddy the winner of that fight. They'll give him the loser. Dana Pink and Toe Rogan got to go. They gotta go, man. They gotta go, Feral Florida, man. What's up, somebody? Hats off is evil. Yeah, game for the prelims, I think so. All fight for free, no ads. Whoa. Shit. All right, I might try and see if I can get into Bet365. That's interesting. How dare they rob Thug Rose? What is the point of Natalia getting ragdolled by Valentina next? Because she might fluke a win, like, and if she does, then, you know, they've got another pretty girl holding a UFC belt, which is what they want. Jiu-Jitsu is useless if you can't score a takedown and all you can do is pull guard. I watched UFC BJJ match with Mikey and it was shit. I love Jiu-Jitsu, but it's become more gay than it ever was. Yeah, I don't find it that interesting at all. Even like Craig Jones Invitational 2 this year, I didn't find interesting at all, so I shan't be watching UFC BJJ. It's so consistent that Dana's hype jobs don't have the skills to match it up. It's way better. Would both harmonize, but you have... This is my dyslexia. It's not you, Cayman. It is so consistent that Dana's hype jobs don't have the skills to match it up. It'd be way better world if they both could harmonize, but you have one and not the other, and you have a humiliating hype train crashes. I forgot what you were talking about. I'm sorry, Cayman. I forgot what you were talking about. Hell no, don't cut to Michael Bisping. Well, anything is better than the holding screen. It's just between the fights and the walkouts. It's nothing in between. No sports deck. It's just the fights and the walkouts and nothing in between. Yeah, it's just nothing in between. And it's always way ahead of Fight Pass and the streams. All right, I'll check out Bet365. It's the Steiny and Kyle Nelks of the world. Yeah, I know. They just want to suck Dana White's dick. I hate them. Most people are still tapped into the Matrix. I know. The Goy Slot Matrix of the Nelk Boys and Barbie levels of plastic consumerism. That's what it is. I hate it so much. It's annoying when you hear how confident Kyle Nelk and Steiny are in their delusion. They're so locked in to just consuming the slop. It's sorry if I want to live a little on a Sunday. But they're just locked into consuming the slop. Dana Pink bought Steiny a new watch. Yeah, for glazing him so much on the Guru podcast. Still absolutely raging at Paddy. He can't beat an old Justin Gaethje. He has no chance at gold anytime soon. It was a bad performance from Paddy Pimblett. He should have lifted his hands up. He should have been sticking to the striking a little bit more. But Gaethje did fight a little bit crafty dirty. Are you saying Valentina isn't pretty? Yes. Max Oliveira, Armin, and Ilya all make light work of Paddy Pimblett. This is the problem with getting pushed into the top 5. Like, if you haven't earned your way into the top 5, you are going to get pushed around in there. This is a real problem with what happened to Paddy Pimblett. BSD would run through Paddy, both on the ground and on the feet. Hooker would be close, but I'd lean to Paddy slightly. Yeah, I think they're going to make the Dan Hooker fight next. I'm saying Dana White privileged fighters don't have the skills to match the privilege. Yes. I'm with you now, Cayman. Absolutely. And it results in a humiliating hype train crash out, and it keeps happening consistently. Yes, I know. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot for picking Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett has been on this train of getting rid of washed old fighters, and Gaethje is 37. Gaethje had staff. Justin Gaethje's coach, who I can't remember the name of, Trevor Whitman, was saying that Justin Gaethje was looking like he was struggling a little bit in training, and they had to include a few more off-training cycles, off-training weeks. So you've got all of these intangibles for why Justin Gaethje is another old, aged-out Paddy Pimblett victim. I just thought it was a perfect setup for Paddy Pimblett. Like, Paddy Pimblett couldn't take for all the reasons I just said. Bad pick. Shit's gonna happen. Before the result was announced, I thought it was ironic that Silva took a short notice fight to replace the fighter she already beat just to lose that fight. I know. Like she's another plant and she's gonna get smushed by Shevchenko. I'd rather the Paddy Moicano fight over Hooker. Better build-up. Rather the Paddy fight. Yes, it would be better. It would be more fun. I agree, man. I agree. Let's see if we can find Dana White's talking at the press conference. Dana White reacts to the number of ads during the broadcast. Yeah, here we go. This is Dana White talking about the number of ads. There it was, right in front of me. Didn't even have to look for it.
So there was a bit of a different viewing experience tonight. There was a lot of ads during the broadcast, sometimes over the walks and sometimes over the corner work. Is that something fans are going to have to get used to, or is that a work in progress that you'll change going forward?
I haven't seen it yet, and all this is a work in progress. It's $8.99. You're not paying fucking, however much anymore. These guys gotta make some money too. So, yeah.
Would that be something that they? But
again, it's not $8.99 for no ads. It's nearly $20 fucking for no ads, actually. It's $20 for no ads, by the way. And it's also $60 for the pay-per-view.
You decide, or would you watch it back and maybe think, okay, co-main event, we should still hear the corner work, or are you just like, listen, Paramount paid for it, they get to decide?
Well, that is a fact. Let's start there. But these guys are incredible to work with already, so we'll figure it out.
Obviously, we are no longer on pay-per-view.
Yeah, he's literally saying just suck it up. He's literally just saying suck it up. Too fucking bad. Pay extra and get premium to all walkouts, all corner talk between the fight build-up, just like the pay-per-view. That's not what I got at all in my experience. I still don't get what the difference is between the two subscriptions. I don't care if they want to show some ads, but I would like to see the walkouts. FYI, in Australia, we have Paramount, but you don't get the main card for $8.99. You still have to pay for cable TV mail event channel. It's still $50 in Australia. Even paying the $14, I had the ads. Yeah, even like there are other people that are seeing it. So I don't know if people are like, I don't know if Paramount fucked it up where like some people are saying, I would like to see the walkouts. And yeah, Epic Promo, I've been saying this for years. I pay for Paramount without ads. I should be able to see the walkouts and corner. Yeah. Even paying the extra. Yeah, so people who were, it wasn't just me. People who were paying the extra were still seeing it. In Canada, we had to pay $70 for the commercials and more ads, unlike anything I've ever seen before. People complain about no complaints here. I really don't get how these guys just want to inhale the slop. This is what I was getting on mine. People were like, shut the fuck up and take it. You pay for these events. It went from $80 each to $12 a month. You're acting like go back to paying $90. Really weird. Really fucking weird that people are backing the UFC on this. Really weird that people are backing the UFC on this. You get free pay-per-views, we don't, and there's more money for fighter bonuses. How do you expect Paramount to pay for the contracts without advertising? You can't have it both ways. Very, very strange from people. Let me read your chats. Sorry, guys. I know I'm ignoring you. Before the result was announced, we did the one, I'd rather pay him. I switched to the wrong path. Ilya really does starch Gaethje. That was my takeaway from that fight. I agree, Paul. Like, Ilya is going to fucking starch Gaethje. He is. I understand why people were picking Padding, but his striking defense is what made me say I couldn't count Justin out and make the pick I was confident in. Well done, Install Driver. Good pick, man. Good pick to everyone who picked Justin Gaethje. Armin and Oliveira are the only two I see with a chance against Ilya. But I still take Ilya in both. Yeah, I think against Oliveira, I'd take Ilya again. I took Ilya the first time. I'd take Ilya again. Against Ilya versus Armin, I would lean Armin. I think Armin is the more well-rounded MMA fighter, according to what we have seen in the octagon. Ilya does have a good jiu-jitsu background, and he is like 7 jiu-jitsu wins or something like that. But there is a difference between amateur jiu-jitsu and high-level MMA, and I do think Armin's wrestling mixed with his ground and pound, plus with his gator rolls and understanding of top position, is going to make the ground game more dangerous when it comes to ground game versus ground game. So, to me, Armin Tsarukyan has just got more tools in his toolbox to beat Ilia Topuria, so I'd pick Armin Tsarukyan to edge it out over Ilia Topuria. What did you say? Ads? Ads? You talking about ads? Yeah, he did look flat out there tonight. He's clearly saying, suck it the fuck up. It isn't changing. I think they're going to raise the prices again. I think in the next 12 months, Paramount will raise the prices again, and they'll probably even add in more commercials. He's right to a degree, but he's definitely on cocaine. Dana's on cocaine. It feels like a proper scam. When I pick a Dana White privileged fighter to win, I am unironically on Dana's side there. I am giving them the benefit of the doubt, but to lose in humiliating fashion, it's like, fuck you. That is how it feels. It's like, man, I really got tricked by the fucking UFC picking Paddy Pimblett, didn't I? Of course he has ran Oliveira, unfortunately. He can beat Oliveira. Yeah, he can beat Oliveira. He's done it again. If Paddy somehow got top position, he would have likely got a sub, so I get the logic of picking him. But the people asking why he didn't shoot don't know what they're talking about. I agree, Toad. Paddy never shoots takedowns. He goes for inside trips. I was terrified at some point in the 25 minutes, Gaethje would Rufus his way into something and end up on bottom. Yeah, true. But Gaethje was so good with how he was taking Paddy down. He would get in on that collar tie around the top and then drag down on Paddy's neck. And as he dragged down on Paddy's neck, he would sprawl his legs backwards to always keep his body away from Paddy Pimblett's limbs. It was very, very clever on Justin Gaethje's ads. The ads were across all platforms in terms of the time blocks. That's what I think. Paul. Accept your ads, your guys. You don't have a choice. And people do. They just accept it. Pretty sure there are ads in the event itself, and then there are ads for the stream itself. I think the event ads can be avoided, but you avoid the extra ads not tied directly to the event, even by paying extra. But even when you pay extra and you don't get these ads tied to the event, you don't get any other content. You just get a fucking holding screen. So the question is, what is the point between the $20 package and the $8 package? Because you're just getting a holding screen. I want to see Arman versus Ilya or Holloway versus Ilya. I'd love to see Arman versus Ilya, Blanca. On TNT Sports here in the UK, nothing changed. It's exactly the same. I pay $30 a month for TNT and $20 a month for the pay-per-view. Fair enough. Sounds like Song Yadong did Pearl Harbor. No. I think Arman is the one of those Dillashaw versus Cruz fights. Like great MMA fighters going at it. They need to fight. Someone that is holding the lightweight belt needs to fight Arman Tsarukyan. Please, for fuck's sake, it's now been a full 12 months. Can someone who calls themselves the best lightweight on the planet, please, for fuck's sake, fight Arman Tsarukyan, please. I don't need to see Justin Gaethje fight for the belt. This interim title was a waste of time to keep Arman Tsarukyan on the sidelines even longer. Please, God, can the champion fight the number one contender? Please, for fuck's sake. Please. Gaethje is a shit champion. He is not the best lightweight in the world. I want to see someone who claims to be the best lightweight in the world, Ilya or Islam, or maybe even Max Holloway, fight Arman Tsarukyan, please and thank you. Ads, you're talking about Paddy Pimblett. How good was he? We will boycott the UFC until... What am I up to? What we want. We might not watch them live. Honestly, we might not watch them live. We might not. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about not watching them live. Every time the UFC fans say they're going to boycott, they immediately come back and buy the next pay-per-view. It's true. It's true. Unfortunately, it is true. Dana White talks Sean O'Malley. He talks to Teba Gutierrez. Where are we up to? I want to see Dana White talking about how there wasn't really... Dana White literally trying to gaslight us into saying there weren't that many pay-per-views around the rest of the world. I might have to go back and listen to the entire presser and actually pick out the point. Yeah, I'll have to listen to the entire presser where he's like downplaying the rest of the world having pay-per-views. He's like, the rest of the world never really even had pay-per-views to begin with, you know? Literally every UFC post after the fight was Paddy this, Paddy that. Well, Paddy was like the more popular fighter going into it, right, Bruce Wayne? Doug, do you think Dana will give Arman a chance soon, or will he make him wait a long time? He's going to make him wait another year, because this interim title fight is probably going to happen around June, July. They'll want it to happen as quickly as possible to give Ilya Topuria an easy win against a battered Gaethje. And whether or not he got hurt in this fight, I mean, like a war-torn Gaethje who's just gone through a training camp, they want to give Ilya Topuria that little push. And that means the lightweight title will have been defended twice this year, which means that we will not be seeing the lightweight title again until early next year. So yeah, they're going to make Arman Tsarukyan fight again. And then, like, if Arman does it, let's say it gets to October, right? It gets to October. People are going to, I know what the narrative is going to be. The narrative is going to be, yeah, Arman Tsarukyan, but he just does not fight. You know, once a year is not enough to make you a lightweight contender. This division is just too active. So they're going to make Arman Tsarukyan fight someone else again. And even if he does fight one other person this year, I could still see DC and Bisping and Chael Sonnen and Chris Weidman and Anthony Smith, all the fucking talking head propagandists of the UFC going, one fight a year? Really? Like, is that really who we're going to give the title shot to? You've got to go in there and earn it. Like, is one fight a year really enough to get you a title shot? if they don't like you, they will construct narratives around you. And then, as we've seen, there are enough NPCs out there that will just shit out whatever the UFC tell them to shit out. Maybe we could see Arman versus Gaethje. Maybe we will see Arman versus Gaethje, but I don't think so, casual. Dustin admitted the first round solar plastic punch incapacitated Paddy, and he was a tad off. Ilya will get Justin. I think Ilya will get Jackson dark side. Por Dana il Tacona and El Armenio. I agree, Blanca. Completely word for word. I couldn't have said it better myself. Arman will hire someone to take care of Gaethje and guarantee our title shot. Take care of him. Fun fact, Raja Jackson is free right now. I know. Well, we might have to choice but to boycott because they might do it for us by putting ads over the... We might not even see the fights. It'll just be fucking ads. Dougie, what are your controversial opinions on Raja Jackson? I don't have any controversial opinions on Raja Jackson. He should be in prison. He should be in jail until he's sentencing, at which point he should be sentenced with first-degree attempted murder. I don't even know if that's a thing, but just attempted murder. They should throw the fucking book at him. The Arman bullshit is absolute proof that the UFC is not a sport. It's a reality TV show. That's literally what it is. You're watching a reality TV show. I know people are saying the UFC isn't a meritocracy anymore, but things like this happened in the past. They did happen in the past, but that's why I made that video talking about it. Like, these things did happen in the past, but it's almost every single card. Like, when you go and look at the pay-per-views, right? Like, Arman Sarukian didn't fight. He was in the crowd. He should have been fighting. He should have been offered that fight. He said he was ready for that fight. Next week is Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez shouldn't be in that fight. It should be Lerone Murphy or Movsar Evloev. The fight after that is essentially the #1 contenders fight, but it's for the BMF belt instead, which is just like, what are we fucking doing here? Cyril Gane is going to get another shot at Tom Aspinall. Hello, Alexander Volkov is the #1 contender. Warlow Ortez Acosta has just ran his way through the entire division. Cyril Gane just lost that fight by cheating yet again. Cyril Gane has now had 4 failed title attempts. Why are you giving him another title shot when there's other people waiting in the wings? Apparently we can fucking just ruin Arman Sarukian's career because he missed weight once. But Cyril Gane will literally fuck up 4 title shots, and let's just give him infinite title shots. Like, it's just happening more and more and more and more and more. I know people, I just read that one. Paddy definitely underestimated Justin because of his fight with Chandler, but Chandler was only a tough fight for Justin because they both thrive in the chaos. That's a really good way of putting that, casual. That's a really, really good way of putting that, dude. Paddy definitely underestimated Justin because of the fight with Chandler. But Chandler was only a tough fight for Justin because they both thrive in the cat. Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah. Thoughts on O'Malley's performance? Personally, I can't see him holding gold again. I don't think that performance is enough to get through Petr Yan. I think he edged it. Well, I think he won. I think he very clearly won, but not enough to make me think that he stands up with Petr Yan, Marab. Like, he's not the champ. He's a top 5. He's a top 5 gatekeeper. Sean O'Malley is a really good top 5 gatekeeper. DC feels like a dude who will backstab someone for clout. The position that he is in, he just spews bullshit. DC kind of became the person he didn't want to be in a way. Well, it was very interesting. There is a video to be made and a breakdown to happen about the social interaction that happened between the UFC, DC, and Justin Gaethje this weekend. Justin Gaethje came into this weekend very, very angry. Very angry. He even sat down and did a face-to-face with DC, where DC did a very weird thing where he lied straight to Justin Gaethje's face, being like, I know fighters are getting paid more, and Gaethje's like, well, I am not getting paid more, so you don't know shit. And then DC was all like, I do this for free, and Justin was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You get paid the most out of anyone. And then the next day happened, and Justin Gaethje was asked about his UFC fighter pay again, and he said, I'm not here to talk about fighter pay, I'm here to fight. And then after Justin Gaethje won the belt, he was very sure to thank the UFC for everything that they had done for him and talk about how happy he was with his pay at the end of the press conference. So Justin was definitely taken backstage. I don't know if a new fight contract was negotiated. I don't know if he has a new contract negotiated now that he is an interim champ. But it was a very weird weekend with the social dynamic between Justin Gaethje, DC, and the UFC. The BMF belt is stupid too. Max gets knocked the fuck out and it's still the BMF. I know it doesn't make, like, even in, like, the BMF episodes that we're running of the TV show that is the UFC, not even the BMF episodes make sense. Like, Ilya's the BMF. So not even the BMF episodes make sense. At what point does a fighter losing, / having a hard fight not attribute to a forecheck like Atebia? Surely he's slowed down, but he still won convincingly. I don't think Gaethje is a fraud. I think we just expected a lot for him. I think he would be a fraud if he William Knight gassed out after the first minute, but he knows how to pace himself. Like, to me, a fraud is someone who doesn't really know MMA to the level that they're being shown to know MMA to. And Gaethje was in there with someone a step up. He couldn't get someone a step up out, but he did fight to a way that would conserve his game plan, and he fought smart. So I don't think he is, dude. Seeing fraud check for his Pullair fight, they don't have brains. Yeah, I wouldn't call that a fraud check fight. Do you think Paddy gets back to a title shot? It depends on everyone else, not Paddy Pimblett. It depends on the rest of the division and how hard the UFC want to push their marketing. That's what it really, really depends on. So I would say 50-50. And it's not up to Paddy. It's up to the division, yeah. Dana White confirms that Michael Hernandez got pulled because of weird betting activities.
Not a lot of details on the information of what happened there. There's speculation that maybe this was a wagering flag. What can you tell us?
That's what it is. Happened again. You know, we got called from the Gaming Integrity Service, and I said, I'm not doing this shit again. So we pulled the fight.
On the canceled fight from today, like, what happens now? Is there an investigation? Like,
I mean, the FBI is already, deep into all this stuff anyway, so I'm sure this one will be next.
Right, so, like, are those guys out of action until something concludes, or is it just one side of the fight?
That I don't know.
Okay.
We did have a fight cancellation.
There was suspicious judging against Rose and Song. I don't think so. How about the Lewis fight? Lewis is chinny as fuck. Lewis has always been chinny. Lewis just does not want to be in there. Lewis just wants to get out of there after the first round. I can see why people think the Derek Lewis fight was rigged. I can see why, because Derek Lewis really just ate shit at the first moment of adversity. But that's disappointing in Charles Johnson. I can see why someone like Charles Johnson would throw a fight. Am I getting him confused again? Is it Michael Johnson or Charles Johnson? I'm such an idiot. I'm so fucking dumb. I'm getting it confused again. Too many Johnsons UFC. Name check. Brain not working. Brain not working. Michael Johnson, not Charles Johnson. I can see why someone like Charles Johnson would be tempted to throw a fight. He's been in the UFC for 1,000 years. He is not getting any more money. He is not going to go on another title run. Like, it's very rare that his contract is getting any bigger than what it's getting. If someone came up to him and offered him a fucking bag to throw a fight, he's one of the people. And again, like, basketballers who are on $11 million a year will throw a game for money. Michael Johnson, I've done it again. Mild racism. I've done it again. Michael Johnson is one of these fighters that, like, you could 100% approach him and get him to throw a fight. It would not be that hard, I don't think, to get him to throw a fight. And I think that's exactly what was happening. They don't have brains. They do not have brains. Ateba's muscles literally just helped him take those left kicks to the body and just move forward. Yeah, that was actually good to see. I was actually happy to see Gaethje go the distance. I get why people are raging that Gaethje went the distance, and I'll tell you why. They had money on first round finish as part of their parlays. That's what it was. It was a parlay stuffer. It was a multi-bet stuffer. They said it's going to be a first round finish. It wasn't a first round finish, and they start raging. But as an MMA fan that wanted to see his MMA evolution evolve, I got to see that, so I'm okay with it. I can't wait to see Paddy versus Dan Hooker. Me too, Johnny. I really wanted to see Johnson fight too. I know I really like Charles Johnson, Michael Johnson. So it's I've got his name literally in front of me, and I've been doing it again. I really like Charles or Michael Johnson, so it's sad to see that. Our current FBI is borderline useless. If you give Trump something or get in his favor, you're golden. Yeah, I know, like. The FBI, who is handled by my best friend, the guy who's literally changing the laws for me in boxing right now, they'll be investigating me. So everything's above board, guys. Everything's above board. The guys that I'm friends with, they'll be investigating me. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They all look, shut up. The betting shit would have happened if gambling wasn't made legal. This is true. We have a gambling epidemic in America. You have a gambling epidemic in the West, Junior. It's everywhere. It's in Australia too, man. Eating a pound of ground beef right now to protein max in order to impress Dougie's cousins. Good on you, Fighters Club. They won't like it. They're liberals. You should actually become vegan and soy and maybe consider chopping it off. Disgusting. Ateba's a bit too one-dimensional. He really only has a 1-2. Look, if we can rebuild from the cardio, at least we have that. At least we can rebuild from the cardio. How did you guys enjoy the Bruce Buffer intro? I missed it live because I was busy looking for a stream because KO Sports wouldn't let me buy the pay-per-view. Fuck you, KO Sports. Fuck you, Paramount Plus. Fuck you, the UFC. But how did you guys enjoy this, huh? I really liked the entrance. I really liked Bruce Buffer's thing at the start. I thought it was fucking awesome. I don't think they're going to do it for every single fight, but I thought it was great, man. The Bruce Buffer, the intro, the trailer. I really liked it. That was one of the good things that Paramount did. This I hated. I hated this. I hated the fact that we are even integrated. Like, not only do we not get to see the walkouts, but we're also integrating commercials into the walk back to the locker room. Like, there is just commercials everywhere. Everywhere. They're even integrating commercials in the walk back to the locker room. It's just too much. I know this stream has been a little bit too much of, like, bitching about ads, but it is the first Paramount card, so it's the first time we've, It's the first time we've been exposed to this. A little bit of news from the White House card. I saw this yesterday. I'll bring this up. The UFC are considering no logos on the UFC White House card. I think it would just say UFC in the middle and maybe White House around the outside. But they are considering no advertisements on the octagon during the UFC White House card. So that's pretty cool to see. Best case for Etebia, if he's any good, he'll assess his flaws and come back better than ever. I agree, Junior, and hopefully he does. I'm so happy on behalf of the whole planet that we got the cringy Pimblett out of there. Finally, I don't want him in the spotlight. Yeah, we'll rebuild him. He'll be a bit of a gatekeeper. He'll be a bit of a gatekeeper. Not going to lie, it was nice not to use Stream East. Yeah, I know. I mean, I would have liked to use the... I literally tried to buy the pay-per-view install driver, but I couldn't. Like, KO was down. I couldn't purchase it. I had to use Stream East, and it kept dropping out, and I hated it. And it reminds me why I still buy the pay-per-view. I'm in the middle of a live stream, and I can't fucking watch it. I'm commentating a slideshow. Has room to improve. He's only 24, but I think his age is a lie. Yeah, Ateba's age could be a lie. He seems older to me. Do you know what guys like Rizaboyev and Kyle Dorcas would do to Ateba Gutierrez? Fuck him up. Deshaun, fuck him up. Fuck him up. Waldo Nesturo the Tiger on your Blanca. I've been inside Michael Morales. I had to do it. Okay, BBC Junior. That's disgusting. Your name, Michael Morales. We get the jokes. That's it, chat. Hour and a half. Chat's nice and chilled out. We did everything. We looked at the news. We did the picks. I'm going to get ready to barbecue and day drink because it's Australia Day. So I'm out of here, chat. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I really, really appreciate every single one of you. Even when the chat is dead, we've still got 32 people just cruising around and listening, which is crazy. 40 people today on a post-fight is really cool. Cool to see the channel growing. So I appreciate all of you guys so much. I really do. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. To all the Aussies out there, happiest. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's all good. I appreciate you guys lurking. It means a lot. To all the Aussies out there, have yourselves a great Australia Day. Don't let them fucking ruin this day for you with that bullshit Invasion Day. Fuck all that noise. You enjoy your Australia Day however the fuck you want, okay? It's your day. We are Australians. It's our country. Enjoy the fucking day, all right? Don't let the libtards ruin it for you with their Invasion Day shit. Fuck them, all right? We won this country off the emus, or at least half of it. For the Americans, go and have a beer for the Aussies. For the Europeans, go and have a beer for the Aussies as well. Of course, I will see you guys tomorrow. See you then, guys. Bye.